Hello, this is the question 1 of homework 4. So let's do it. The question is find and draw capital Fy and little fy in terms of fx and fx. So the only relationship we get is that y equals gx, 1x greater than 0, y equals 2, and 1x between 0 and 1, y equals 0, and between x between 1 and 2, 0 is minus x plus 1, 1x is larger than 2, then y is minus 1. So from the gx, we can know that py equals 2 is that px greater than 0. So this is fx 0, and next is py equals 0 is px larger than 0, greater than 1. So this is fx 1 minus fx 0, and we see the first one first, so which is py equals minus 1, and this is px larger than 2, so this is 1 minus fx 2. As for this one, we know that fy equals fx y gx. So for this y equals minus x plus 1, so this is x equals 1 minus y. So take this x equals 1 minus y into this, so we can get fx 1 minus y, and gx is minus x plus 1, and the differential is minus 1, so the answer is fx 1 minus y. So now we can get the total y equals, so 1 y equals minus 1, it is 1, and multiply y plus 1. So this is y equals minus 1, and 1 y between minus 1 and 0. So this is x larger than 1, smaller than 2. So take the x into this, we can get y larger than minus 1, smaller than 0. So this is fx 1 minus y, 1 y larger than minus 1, smaller than 0. And 1 equals 0. The answer is fx 1 minus fx 0 multiply y. So the next is y equals 2. The answer is this. So the answer is 1 y equals to 2 and 0 otherwise. So from the fy we can get the picture is 1 y equals to minus 1. Here is a impulse, and the area is 1 minus fx2. And 1 y equals 0 is an impulse. The value is fx1 minus fx0. And 1 y equals 2 is an impulse. The area is fx0. And 1y between minus 1 and 0 is a function, which is fx1 minus y. So it's like this. So this is the picture of little y, little fy. Now we can get the capital F of y. So we know that the y is between minus 1 and 2. So the least of y is minus 1 and the most of y is 2. So we can know that fy y equals 1, 1y larger than 2, and equals to 0, 1y smaller than minus 1. So between these, we can get 1 p y little than y is that p 1 y between minus 1 and 0. So this relationship is this y equals minus x plus 1. So we can take this into it. We can minus x plus 1 little than y. So it can be transformed to x larger than 1 minus y. So this is 1 minus f x 1 minus y. So this is 1 y between minus 1 and 0. And we can get the total capital F of y from this relationship. So 1 smaller than minus 1, it is 0, always 0. And 1 is larger than 2, is all 1. And we know that the little f 1 y equals minus 1 is an impulse, and the area is 1 minus fx2. So we get this. This is 1 minus fx2. And between minus 1 and 0 is a function, and this is like this. So take 0 into this. We know that this is 1 minus fx0. And 1 y equals 2 is also an impulse, so the area is fx0. So we know that between 0 and 2 is the same value, and the value is this is 1, and the impulse is fx0. So this value is 1 minus fx0. This is 1. So this is the picture of capital F of y, and we know that the total is 0, 1 y little than minus 1, and 1 y between minus 1 and 0. And this is a value. So this is 1y larger than 0, smaller than 2. And this is 1, y is larger than 2. So this is answer to question 1.